Stampers! Thanks for joining me today. Are you ready to make a scene? This is Michelle Zindorf and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. And we're going to be creating this card. This is a great guy card. You know, these outdoor scenes are perfect for men. And I didn't put a lot of frou-frou on it because, you know, manly card. So we're going to start with our card. We'll start with our background and work forward. And we're going to be using a couple of stamp sets. And here's a brand new one for you. It's called Outdoor Adventure. It has these great images in it, along with some sentiments. And then we're going to team it up with the Branching Out stamp set from Stampin' Up also. And this has some pine boughs and plus a lot of sentiments also. So we're going to be using the pine boughs today and our, I think it's either a deer or an elk. I never know the difference, especially when you see a silhouette. It might be an elk. It seems like it has quite the furry chest on it. So either way, it's a great image. And we're going to start with our background. So we're going to start with a basic white panel that's 4 by 5 1/4. Now all the dimensions for this card are down below this video. Just click more under the description and you'll see them there, along with all the links to the products that I'm using today that'll take you directly to my online store where you can pick them up. So we're going to start by creating this light effect that's in our scene here. And that's just done with some blending brushes. I'm going to grab my blending brushes and I'm going to grab some color here. We're going to start with a light color, which is Crushed Curry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like stripes of color in a diagonal on my paper. So I'm starting with Crushed Curry and I'm just going to bring it down and I'm going to leave some space in between them. You're going to take that all the way down. Okay, so we have that beautiful color in there all streaked. So that was Crushed Curry. We're going to get a little darker now. We're going to go to Pumpkin Pie. Grab a blending brush. And I'm going to kind of streak this on here. I'm not covering up all of that wonderful Crushed Curry because that gives us that glow in the background. Okay, so I kind of like that. That was Pumpkin Pie. I'm going to bring in another color, and this is Pecan Pie. I like this nice warm brown for this because we have some warm colors here. We want to keep it warm. We don't want to like make it a cool color. I want it to look like there's some nice light coming in that's warming up the scene in the background. So with this Pecan Pie, I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to streak it also, but we're going to be kind of darker up here in this corner. And it's going to look like you're covering a bunch of your color. You're blending in with it a bit. So I like this little darkness up here at the top because we're going to be putting in some foliage up here. So it's going to look like the foliage is maybe casting that darkness up here. This is so easy to do. So I like that. Maybe I'll get a little darker down here along this edge. Okay, so there's our background. Super simple. I think that's pretty. This goes together really quickly. So we're going to start with our black next. I just want to put in our, I'm going to call it a deer for this project. So excuse me if it's an elk. So I'm going to just ink this up really well, and I'm using Tuxedo Black from Memento. And we're going to stamp this image, and I'm going to stamp it about 1/2 inch from the ground and about 1/2 inch into the scene. I'm going to press it so I get a nice image. Now this image is not expected to be solid. It's expected to have these light spots in it. So don't think you're stamping it wrong. It's supposed to be like that to where it's shaded. So we have that. Then I want to add some ground area for it to stand on. I'm going to turn my card upside down like this. I'm just going to kind of use the edge of my Memento ink pad here, and I'm going to kind of pull some grasses up. I'm just scraping that edge against the cardstock there. Okay, so we kind of have those, but it still looks like our image is kind of floating. Do you see where his feet doesn't look like it's touching the ground? Well, now I'm going to use the corner of my ink pad, and I'm going to kind of bring some ground up under this deer here. And there we have that. So we have our little grasses, have some ground for it to ground that deer. So he doesn't look like he's just levitating. So how about that? All right, so now I want some foliage that's in our background. So I have some darker foliage in the foreground, and then I have some lighter foliage in the background. So that looks like it's further away. So we're going to stamp that background foliage with Pecan Pie. So I have this great branch from the Branching Out stamp set. And this is what we're going to use to stamp. Now I'm not inking up this whole image. Half of it's fine. And I'm just going to turn this around and stamp this. We'll stamp it a couple times. I'm going to stamp it like different lengths here. Let's do up. There we go. And then I want to just grab this. This is the pine part here. And I'm going to stamp those with Pecan Pie also. I'll bring them up and just stamp them in these branches here. And we'll do it again over here. There we go. So there we have our little pine boughs that are in the background. So now I'm going to put my Pecan Pie up, and we're going to bring in that basic black. And now I'm going to stamp my image with that black. Bringing out that branch again. Now that I know where my deer is, I'm going to kind of bring it down almost to my deer. I want enough room to put some of those pine needles on. I think I'll stamp it one more time up here at the top. There we go. You can cross these images. Nobody knows the difference when you got that branch. Okay, so now I still have my Memento Tuxedo Black out here. And I'm going to stamp I have a single one of these pine needles. Don't know what you call them. It's just a group of pine needles that you're putting on here. And I'm stamping just this one so I can be more selective on where I put this at. I want it to come off the end of the branches there. When you have the three of them, it's a little more difficult to get them lined up right where you want them. Let's add one here. We'll come up here and add one here. And one there. Oh, didn't do that, so I'm going to stick another one like right on top of it. So there is our pine boughs. Now look, it sends that deer to the background, and also these Pecan Pie branches are going to the background also. So these branches are more in the foreground. So we have all our stamping done. Isn't that cute? Well, I said we had all our stamping done. Let's stamp the inside of our card. This is a panel of Pecan Pie that's 4 by 5 1/4. And with basic black, we're just going to stamp our sentiment on the inside. This sentiment is coming out of the Branching Out stamp set. It says, "Happy birthday wishes." But you could use this for so many different occasions. It's not really occasion specific. There we go, happy birthday. And I wanted to stamp that before I put it in my card. That way, if I mess that up, I stamped it crooked or something. I had another shot at it on the back side. Okay, now we have our stamping done. Let's start assembling our card. I have a basic black card base here, and this is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then I folded it in half to create my quarter card. And we're going to go ahead and put our inside in this Pecan Pie panel, and I'm just going to use some multi-purpose glue here. And you can use whatever adhesive you like to use. Let's add some love on the inside. Okay, I'm just going to center this up in the inside here on the right hand side. There we go. So that's the inside done. And now for the outside, we're going to add our main panel here. And I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to have it even with this bottom right corner. It's flush against that corner, and that leaves a nice trim for the top and the left side of the cardstock. And then I have 3 little strips here, and these are 1/8 wide by 5 1/4. And they're just long enough to go down the side of this main panel here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on, and I'm going to try to have them the equal distance apart. This is just decorative. When you put them on, it almost looks like you have cut your cardstock and made little slivers of it. There we go. There's the first one. And here's another one. Now, if you find that your strips aren't quite, the same size, you might have one larger than another, or wider, I should say. Go ahead and use that one first and try to get skinnier with your little strips as you go into the cardstock, if that makes any sense. So I found this little sliver here is just a little bit narrower than my other two, so I'm just going to put it on the inside of the other two. That way it looks a little pleasing to the eye. I think I just ran out of glue. Nope, there we have some. Just when you thought it's over, it gives you a little more there. Okay, we'll move this one on. Got a little wild with the glue. If that happens, just use your fingernail. That's what I do. Kind of wipe that off. There we go. Let's see how that looks like you've cut your cardstock. When actually you could cut your cardstock in strips like that. I would just as soon do the strips on top. That way I don't have to worry about messing up my scene. And there we have it. There's our card all finished and ready to go to our favorite guy. So here's my original and my one that we just made. I hope you enjoyed this project and that you give it a try. Thanks for joining me today. Take care. Toodles.